It is hard to believe this November marks 36 years since Dorothea Puente was arrested. She died in prison, but the house she lived in is still standing, and its secrets buried behind its walls will live on forever.
Why? Why would anybody do this? And that can't really be answered because she's clearly like a sociopath or a psychopath, right? No one does this to people.
In the 1980s, Dorothea Puente was a household name. The media called her the Death House landlady.
Serial killers are not often women, so that's really unusual, and they're not often women who look like your grandma.
The chilling story of her murderous rampage was well known here in the Central Valley, across California, and word quickly spread across the country. Dorothea was running a boarding house catered to the elderly, lower income, and those coming from rehab or jail.
I hate that the story is sometimes sensationalized because it's a, little old lady burying people in her yard.
The shock factor has drawn interest from all around the world in news articles, documentaries, even a Netflix TV show. It's a story few know better than senior archivist Kim Hayden.
This is a diagram of the yard and the house showing the burial plots.
In 2014, Sacramento police turned over all the evidence to the Center for Sacramento History.
This has just everything. It's got photographs of the excavations, photographs of the bodies, autopsy photographs, autopsy reports, pill vials, photographs of the victims, photographs of the inside of the house, outside of the house, court transcripts, handwriting samples, checks that have been cashed.
The collection even has garden tools like this shovel recovered from Dorothea's house at 1426 F Street, a boarding house where Dorothea disguised herself as a petite, caring old lady. Little did anyone know she was a ruthless killer, serving meals alongside a poisonous drink to wash it down. She was so cold, so calculated, she even wrote to the families of her victims to make it appear as if they were alive months after she killed them.
He asked me to write and let you know he's okay. Said you'd know how much he hates to write. He's doing well with selling some of his carvings. Said he did not want you to have the police out again. I'll try and drop you a line every couple weeks. We might get married in November. Take care and God bless.
She never cared about her tenants. She just wanted their Social Security checks. It was all about greed for Dorothea as she killed for cash.
So she is buying perfume, she's getting plastic surgery, she's just buying a bunch of stuff. That's not important. It's not like she's trying to put her kid through school or, shore up her house or something. She's just buying crap. And that's what's so troubling about it. It's like, what was the point?
Makes you emotional. I heard your voice kind of crack at the beginning of it.
Yeah, it really does. I feel a little protective of the victims, honestly.
9 people are believed to have died at the hands of Dorothea Puente: Ruth Monroe, Everson Gilmouth, Dorothy Miller, Benjamin Fink, Leona Carpenter, Bert Montoya, Betty Palmer, James Gallup, Vera Faye Martin. 7 bodies were discovered buried in Dorothea's yard. Betty Palmer was the only one to be dismembered. Her head, hands, and legs have never been found.
They're the story, but they're not. People don't know who they are. And that's because they were people who had hard lives. They didn't have a lot of people with them. They didn't live, with their loved ones. Their loved ones weren't necessarily checking up on them.
Dorothea's calendar, collected as evidence, shows the day the web of deceit and death came to an end.
You can see there's only a half slice through here. So this is when the police came and started digging and found the bodies.
Tenant John Sharp helped make it happen. As everyone was questioned, out of Dorothea's view, he wrote this note on an envelope and held it up to a police officer. It reads, "She wants me to lie." It's one of the more horrifying pieces in the collection.
They interviewed her and then they let her go. She immediately fled to LA, where she was caught because she was in a bar chatting with a man who recognized her on the TV. A fugitive, and called the police.
The jury deliberated for 24 days and found Dorothea Puente guilty of 3 counts of murder.
Why she wasn't convicted of the other ones, I don't know. And so then she gets sent to Chowchilla prison.
And that's where she died at the age of 82.
The house is on the National Register of Historic Places, therefore it will never be torn down. Tomorrow night, I will take you inside the house. It's a tour that will send chills up your spine, and it's a story that you're not going to want to miss.